Hi friends! Today I forgot to tell you where I'm going, so I'm stopping at this amazing, really old cemetery, or kirkyard as it's called, and there's a castle up there. So, I mean, this is definitely better than my back porch for telling you where I'm going. But I picked up two Too Good To Go magic bags that are ones that I've never even heard of before. One is a cafe, Patisserie, and the other is a burrito food truck. And yeah, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that once I pick it up, but I don't want to miss my pickup times because they're only about 5 minutes away from each other, but they're a really close time slot. So I'm going to take a walk over there, but I got to point out, don't you love like this carpet of flowers here? I'm just really enjoying myself. So I might have to come back here really soon because it's just gorgeous. I just love it. I've made it to a park. This one is the Meadows, and I thought I was a little closer to where I was. I probably should have just headed toward home because I went out of the way to find a close by spot to sit, and I probably could have just as easily gone back to that beautiful blanket of flowers, but this is where I am. Just got a scam call, had to turn that off. So the two places that I went, I'm going to show you kind of together because I have both of them. Usually I pick one up and then try it out and then go to another place to do it, but the window of time was so close, I didn't do that. The first one is called Preacher's Patisserie, and I'd never gone in there before, never even passed it. It was in sort of in the Grass Market area of town, which it's in the Old Town, New Town. New Town is older than the United States, so you know, it's all relative. But I just don't get over that way very much. So I'm sure it's a local place for people in that area, but it's not a local place for me. And if you saw the little video I did, then you actually saw what I got. The guy was so nice, couldn't have been nicer. And I walked in, I told him I was getting my Too Good To Go magic bag, and he was like, oh great, so you're getting some of these. Or no, he said, you're getting these. I thought he meant some of these. He meant all of the scones in the window. Like every scone in the window I have in my bags. So I'm gonna taste each one. I like scones with like butter or jam and cream. He told me what these were, but I don't know which one is which, and I'm gonna try them when I get it. And it is very windy again. I feel like half of my videos I'm spent chasing my hair out of my face, but so just bear with me on that. Okay, first one, it's plain. So plain are my favorite, and I'm a plain person. I like things that are beige. That's just how I roll. So that's very good. I've had a couple of scones lately that I haven't been super impressed with. They're definitely good scones and mediocre scones, and this one is very good. So I'm not gonna eat a lot because I really want to smear some butter or jam or something on there. Maybe I'll even heat it up for a few seconds in the microwave or something like that, but I'm gonna have another little taste because I love it. Very good. So I got 3 of those. 3 plain scones. These and fruit scones, shockingly for Andrea, are my second favorite. They're tied, depending on what I'm feeling like. These are cheese scones. And I love cheese scones because it's something savory, which is really nice. Yeah, it's really good. can see the little, it's like there's shredded cheese in the batter. Now, if you've not had a lot of scones, they look kind of like an American biscuit, not a shortbread, more of a biscuit. But biscuits aren't a thing here. What are called biscuits here are cookies in the States. So, but biscuits doesn't translate. This is the closest thing to the look of a biscuit. Doesn't necessarily taste like a biscuit. I mean, I guess it's in the ballpark of a biscuit. Anyway, I have 3 of these too. So this will be, for me, this will be delicious for dinner. If maybe I'll go buy some bacon, because bacon, like, put a couple strips on there, that would be amazing. So I have 3 plain, 3 cheese. And yes, I do recognize that I can't eat all this. I need to give them away. There's some neighbors, guys who live right above us. Might get to know them today by giving them some scones. And this one, he said, cherry almond. Never had a cherry almond scone before, so I'm interested to try it. Sorry, I'm eating my hair. It's blowing everywhere. Yeah, that's good. One of the flavors I probably wouldn't choose if I'd never tried it, but yeah, I would definitely eat this again. You wouldn't really need jam on it like you would with like with the plain scone. Typically you would put like clotted cream and jam, or butter and jam, or any mixture of that. But on here you wouldn't need jam because it's already got the fruit, so maybe just some cream. Okay, now on my grocery list, I want to stop and get bacon and some clotted cream. That's really nice. So I have 4 of these. So what I'm gonna do with 10 scones, I have no idea. But that was Preacher's Patisserie. Love the name. I know a lot of preachers and they're awesome. Yeah, I know some are not so awesome, but I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the ones I know. But it was like $2.29 for 10 scones. So that was fantastic. I would absolutely do that again. The guy was really nice. It had to have been the very end of their day to give me every scone in the window. But yeah, so that was Preacher's Patisserie. I really like that, and I'll do it again. I like where I went next, called the Burrito truck, and it was $2.90. I had no idea how this was gonna work, and the guy was amazing. I got there a little early and he said, no worries, I'll get you started. What do you want? And I said, well, you know, what am I entitled to get? And he said, well, I've got chicken, and I've got pork, and I've got haggis, and there was something else he didn't have enough of, which is great because I don't want them to give me things they're gonna sell. And he had rice and beans and toppings. So so I chose chicken, rice and beans, guacamole, cheese, and then he said, do you want a sauce? And I was like, do you have a little thing to put it on the side? Because I like, have you ever seen Harry Met Sally? And she says, on the side is, he says, on the side is big with you. So that's me. I like my sauces on the side, because what if it's too spicy? Anyway, long story short, I got a drink. I went ahead and paid £1 for a drink because I got a sauce, and I'm really nervous that it's gonna be hot. It's jalapeno lime. He said that's the least spicy. But yeah, and he kind of squirted a bunch of it on there. And so that did make me a little nervous, but the guy, like, I have had the best luck with the people working at the locations. Like, this is obviously his truck, and he was so nice. Absolutely wonderful. Couldn't, like, he was just so nice. Sorry, I'm trying to open this. I'm not gonna eat the whole thing right now. I'm just gonna taste it, and I don't wanna totally demolish the foil because I wanna wrap it back up to take it home with me. But this is a nice sized burrito. On the sign it had different sizes. I'm not 100% sure what size this is. I would assume it's the smaller one. Surely they're not gonna give me the big one for $2.90, but it's still really big. He put a lot of chicken on there too. That's very good. I mostly got rice and beans on that bite, so I'm gonna take a bite from the side. That's very good. And I'm really excited about it because, I mean, I love Scotland, but full disclosure, some of my Tex-Mex experiences have not been the best. Mexican food, at least when I've tried some before, has not been on par with some that I've had before. I think it seems like there's more and more that's popped up in the last few years, but like some of the spices are just a little different. I remember the very first time I went to the store quite a few years ago, and they had Old El Paso seasoning packets for tacos. And I went home, I was so excited, and I went home and tried it, cooked it all up, bought all the stuff to go with it. But the spice tasted like curry, and there's nothing wrong with curry, but that's not what I expected for my taco meat. So spices are just different, and so sometimes it's just not as spicy as I would like, or I want familiar flavors in my Tex-Mex. So I am so happy right now because that was delicious, and it tastes like what I wanted it to taste like. It tasted like Tex-Mex that I'm familiar with and that I really enjoyed, and I will absolutely go back to that burrito truck. So I'm really happy about that. I wanted to tell you, I'm gonna try some other burritos sometime soon. I don't know when. I've stayed away from them a little bit, not because of the whole Tex-Mex flavor thing, but most of the places are, food waste. So they're at the end of the day. And the burrito places advertise their magic bags from like 9:30 to 10 o'clock, 9:45, things like that. And I recognize that I could save that for the next day or have a super late night meal, but we tend to eat early, and to start eating a burrito like at 9:30 p.m. is it's just not a regular thing for me. And so I am gonna do it sometime because I really want to try it. But to walk into town, and then get home, if I'm eating it at home, it'll be like 10:30. Anyway, that was me rambling, but that's why I haven't tried those lately, but I will. I'll get to that to see if they can beat or be on par with my Bonnie Burrito food truck. But yeah, that guy is definitely won my too good to go. But if I'm passing it and there's not a too good to go, I might even stop and do that too, because this was really good and plenty for 2 people. So yeah, I think I'm gonna eat some more of my burrito, have my little drink. It wasn't too spicy, because if I eat my burrito, then I feel like I'll be entitled to eat another scone. But thanks for coming along with me. I hope you enjoyed this little visit.
Now she's low maintenance.
Low maintenance?
There are 2 kinds of women, high maintenance and low maintenance.
And Ingrid Bergman is low maintenance?
And LM, definitely.
Which one am I?
You're the worst kind. You're high maintenance, but you think you're low maintenance.
I don't see that.
You don't see that? Waiter, I'll begin with the house salad, but I don't want the regular dressing. I'll have the balsamic vinegar and oil, but on the side. And then the salmon with the mustard sauce, but I want the mustard sauce on the side. On the side is a very big thing for you.
Well, I just want it the way I want it.
I know. High maintenance.